till 6 p.m. The pickup day will run from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. just to give parents maximal flexibility for that day. So if you did not get the important dates calendar, please look for that and keep us posted if we need to look in the system to see which email is provided for us. That's pretty much everything I have. Any questions with anything I just kind of ran through really quick? Any questions? Okay, great. So I will pass it back to Ms. Powers.
Okay, thank you. So the next piece on the agenda was we were going to be discussing some of the curriculum updates. One of the things I did want to talk about is our NWEA testing. NWEA testing will begin on January 26th and it will go through February 26th. I want to encourage parents to please, please, please have your children at school online on those days when they are assigned, because makeup testing is always harder and children tend not to do as well when they are in the makeup setting as they are when they are in the regular setting. So if you could please make sure that your children are ready and prepared on that day. Your child's teacher will give you the date and the time that they will be tested. So please, please get into that. Also, we want to talk a little bit about some computer etiquette today. I know that we have been having some issues with that. Please know that if your child is logging onto a CMSD computer, that they do monitor that, which means that if, and there are keywords that pop up that give us that information and they send it right away to us. So please talk to your children about keywords that they are using, things that looks like they are any threatening words, any obscene words.
All right, Miss Thompson. Y'all brought up these key words, but y'all didn't see them key words when they was bullying my daughter.
So if those words, if we missed them, if they came up, that the people sent it to us and it came up and we didn't, the computer didn't catch it, please call us. Let us know what that is, because we will be going through and checking that. We don't want any type of bullying, any type of anything like that. So if that came about, please let us know. There are 4 administrators in the building and we will handle those situations right away. So I just want to make sure that everybody.
Yeah, when she come back, I'm gonna go through her iPad and that
Okay.
little classroom y'all show me, and I'm gonna give you the names. I don't do nobody calling my daughter fat and her over here being insecure about herself. I don't play that.
I agree. So we don't want that either. So please just know
Ms.
that.
Powers, just really quick, one thing with that. So the system that the district uses, it's based off algorithms and it is based off keywords. As mom, you just mentioned, it does not catch.
Yeah, I understand all that, but y'all called me one day about her having a conversation with the classmates about killing herself and all that. And when I asked, was there anything else, y'all told me no. But going through her thing and reading it all, it was more to it than what y'all had showed me.
So when the system catches the keywords, it does not send us the whole conversation. It's a snippet.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'll say this, that is feedback that we will definitely take back to IT, because like I said, when we get the report, it's only a snippet of the conversation. It's not everything.
Yeah, because it didn't even end y'all the way y'all ended it, the way it ended on that paper, it didn't even end like that on her iPad.
I believe you.
Yeah, I do too. So we will. One of us is going to touch base with you right after this meeting to see what we can do to help out.
Powers.
I just told her to stop talking to them. She can't even have a group conversation with nobody in her class no more.
Yeah, that was the right thing to say to her, and we appreciate that. As Dr. Buddy was stating also prior, that our pickup date, the 29th, we'll be getting some things, and your children should also be getting some things about the science fair. So please be looking for that information as well from your child's teacher. We're going to do it a little bit differently this year since it's virtual. So you'll be getting that information about the science fair as well. And as Dr. Buddy also just wanted to recap a little bit on his mention of live school. I know that some of the students chose to hold on to their points, and some students chose to use them. So please encourage your children to encourage to give up the points and make sure that they are doing some of those things that will get them points, because that will greatly assist them in their endeavors. I'm going to see. Can everybody see the agenda? I'm sure if the agenda is showing or not.
No, it's not.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. So the next part of the agenda is Mr. Shakespeare. Mr. Shakespeare has some information that he'd like to share. I'm going to stop sharing so that he can share if he has anything.
Good morning, everyone. I'm about to share my screen. I have a few things to share this morning. I'm sorry. All right. The Euclid Hunger Center, every Wednesday and Saturday from 10 o'clock to, I believe, 3. They pass out food at the food bank, at their food bank. 10 to 1. They pass out food. Masks must be worn, and they put everything in bags for everybody so that it's an easy transition, so people can move along. They do the social distance in there, so there will be somebody that comes out to the car and tell you it's your turn to come in. You put your mask on, and you go in. You must have your ID, and you have to be a resident of Cleveland. Every Wednesday and every Saturday. I've been there a few times myself, and they move pretty fast, and they do give you a significant amount of food. So if that's something that someone is interested in, my number is at the end of this PowerPoint, this slide, and it's also being recorded. Give me a call. I can meet you up there, or anything like that, to make sure that you get the Hunger Center helps you out. Also, we're still in a pandemic, and I'm trying to make everything as easy as possible for people. I've heard stories where people have to pay for COVID testing. Some people are not fortunate enough to pay for the test. So these are a few sites that offer free rapid testing. I've been there myself, actually, twice over the break. So these are places that can assist you with, if you're feeling sick or anything like that. Please, please, please look back on this page and go to these places, and they will help you out. The Westside Catholic Center is helping people with jobs, training. It's an 8-week program, 9 to 12. They do include food, and it helps you with certain career paths. Classes begin January 4th, which we have already missed, but February 8th, March 8th, and April 5th. And there are also other dates that are coming over during the summertime as well. So this is something, if you can't get in contact with Frank, I can be the direct contact, and I'll get in contact with him. If this is something that you guys are interested in, please, please, please let me know if there's something that I could assist you with as well. And then this is also SNR, the Schools and Neighborhood Resources. So while we are in a pandemic, this program is helping activities. And so you see on the right hand, they have basketball, swimming, batting cages, stuff like that. So they have different times for different places. If this is something that you're interested in as well, like I said, my number is at the end of the slide. You can also send me an email, and we can set this up for your child as well. And it's not just for the children too. Family, parents can go as well, just so there's some type of normalcy again, get people out of the house and actually moving around and doing certain stuff. And then this is also helping our students with tutoring. The libraries of Cleveland assist children with tutoring in certain subjects. So right here, it just shows the different age ranges and things like that as well. So, and like I said, this is my information. Please give me a call if there's anything that you need. Send me an email, call my phone. I'm pretty quick at reaching back out to any and everybody. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I'll give it back to Ms. Powers.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
So I know that Mr. Shakespeare has been working really hard on that survey, and we were very fortunate if he would not want to pat himself on the back.
Yeah, we have we have 460 61 surveys that have been completed for Wade Park School from our teachers, which is really, really good. It's really good. We still need a few more teacher surveys. We still need a few more parent surveys. Right now we're at 8% and we need to be at 25%. So if there's any parents who have not completed any surveys, reach out to me and I can send you the link. There's a gift card for a drawing for a gift card for parents if they fill out the survey. So we need to get from 8 to 25. I was just told this morning that for the parents and the students from 5th through to 8th grade, have until the end of this month to complete the survey. So if you have not completed the survey, please fill out the survey and we can start helping out.
Okay. Thank you very much. I know we have one of the highest of student turnouts in the Say Yes program. So we're very proud of our school and Mr. Shakespeare for that.
Can you give me his number? It didn't show up on the slide, on the PowerPoint.
I can put in the chat right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
And I have one other question about the 100 points that they get a week. You said there's somewhere they should go.
Oh, no, it's not that it's 100 points a week on Live School. They earn as many points as their behaviors, as their classwork.
Oh yeah, all through that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but they also earn points for doing their
homework, for doing their iReady minutes.
Yeah, they're iReady and stuff like that.
Responsible, yes,
ma'am.
really for their 100 minutes. Yeah, for her 100 minutes.
Well,
yes.
She do everything else. So okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So she can for doing her 100 minutes, she will get points for that. Yes.
Okay.
So at this time, our SPO president, Miss Irving, is gonna come on. Do you want me to pull up the slide that you wanted, or you want to talk about it and then me do it? Yeah, you're muted right now.
Okay. I said you could pull it up. I could talk while you're getting it together. But,
okay, I sure will.
First of all, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. I wanted to share with the parents about one of our after-school programs, the America Scores program. It's a poetry and a writing session, and it's 3 different sessions that you can sign your children up for. And the groups are from the 3rd grade to the 8th grade. So any of these down at the bottom where it say 3 team options, your child is eligible to sign up for either one of those groups, whichever fit best for you and your scholar. Up above it gives you the link that you can click on to register your child. I can send this also through our Remind. So some of the parents who are linked to our Remind group and have easier access to this actual flyer. But I actually taught with the America Scores, for last year, and it's a very good program. They have a very structured lesson plan and everything for the students. And I think, you know, a lot of them would enjoy to be a part of it. So if you would like for your child to do a little bit something extra once they're done with their actual school activities, then this will be something great um, to sign your child up for.
Okay.
All right. Do anybody,
I'll
and
call
then
you back.
you also can email them if you have questions as far as more about what the program is about. But it's like I said, it's a great program for your scholar. The next thing that I wanted to discuss is Mr. Deegan, which is on. He has been trying to reach out to our parents and the community. He's part of the university circle, and he wants to create an ambassador group for the community circle area. So I will let him come on and kind of briefly give y'all a update or refresher because we did discuss it before, and we would like to make a date and time where some of the parents are available to actually discuss more details about it and actually form our group. Okay, you go ahead, Mr. Deacon.
Thanks, Ms. Irvin. I really appreciate it. So good morning, everybody. Just a reminder, I'm with University Circle Incorporated, and we do a bunch of different things. But one of the things that I'm involved with is we have a lot of programs with your scholars from pre-K through field trip programs through K to 8. And those are programs that connect kids and teachers and families to University Circle. So as Ms. Irvin was saying, I would love to be able to, and I've been in contact now with Ms. Day, but to set up like a monthly meeting of maybe, you know, a handful of parents who could help provide some ideas as we continue to do our programming. I will share with you, I think I shared the last time that this summer we're introducing a whole new series that is really aimed for our neighborhood families. We're calling them Yay Saturdays. So YEA is Youth, Education, and the Arts. So imagine Wade Oval Saturdays. It'll probably be all of June and the first part of July, where families we'll run shuttle buses back and forth to Wade Park, to Wade Oval, from like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on those Saturdays. And on Wade Oval, we'll have tents, and under those tents will be like educators from the Art Museum and the Natural History Museum and other organizations. We'll have recess CLE there so little ones could run around. And the idea is that families can come with their little ones from pre-K all the way to early high school, about 3 hours just hanging out right in the heart of University Circle. And so as we're planning this, I would love to have your insights and thoughts about what you think could work, what things we should think about. A couple months ago, I know Mr. Shakespeare had suggested maybe having barbers on the Oval. So like, I want to make the programming as responsive and as interesting to Wade Park families as possible. We're bringing in we've reached out to the Cleveland School of the Arts to do some performances. And so the idea is to just have about 3 hours every Saturday in June and July that would connect with our neighborhood parents. So the idea that I'm asking for is to maybe have a handful of parents that would meet monthly to provide some ideas. And in exchange, we would like to give you, for your time, family membership to a museum of your choice, so that throughout 2021, you could take your family to the museum that you most love. And that would be a real thank you for your time and energy. So that's sort of my thing. I don't know if you have questions that maybe I could answer.
Mr. Deegan, is staff allowed to volunteer?
Yes. I'm glad you asked that. Yes, definitely. So would love that. And I'll also be honest, I think I might have mentioned it to Dr. Buddy, but one of the things that we're also going to encourage, because we know it's a new program, and we want to sort of make sure that our families are connecting with individuals who they know and love at Wade Park. And so we're trying to figure out ways to even incentivize or pay parents, not parents, teachers for being with us on Wade Oval for those 3 hours, so that they can also say, hey, you know, come to Wade Oval, I'll be there, and help us coordinate and just be involved in that. So we definitely want to stay engaged with faculty, teachers, and parents.
So the main objective today, we would like to try to get a time that's good for our parents. Mr. Deegan, did you have like a time frame that's free for you?
You know what, in all honesty, I would go with what the parents are best. I will move my schedule because I would prioritize being able to meet with parents. So if it's like, if this time once a month is good, like after the SPO meeting, like where parents stick around, we could do that if that's the easiest, less extra thing to schedule. But I honestly, I would make time for what the group of parents would be best.
So any parents have an idea what's the best time, morning or the right after the children get out of school, which would be about 3:15.
For me, mornings before 12 p.m. And then if afternoons, anything after like 1:30.
Okay.
I have like a meeting I go to every day at 12. But other than that, I'm
Anybody
available.
else?
Of course, I'm available after school hours. So if you do it in the afternoon, I'm available then.
Do most parents, like, do you think that after school hours, like after 3 might be the best time?
Afternoons would be the best time for me.
Okay,
Yeah, that'll be fine.
great. Like sometime between 3 and 5 sort of thing?
Yes.
That should be
Great.
fine, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds
Fantastic.
great.
Is there a specific day of the week that is really not good or really really open?
I'm open.
Tuesdays and Thursdays would not be my ideal day.
Okay,
Well, I think Wednesdays might be good because for the most part, the children have to get on Zoom and my grandbaby use my phone a lot of times. So
that makes a lot of sense. What if we did Wednesdays, like around 3 or 4?
yeah,
Good.
yeah, thumbs up.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Plan.
Oh, I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate Ms. Irvin and all of you being just inviting me to be able to just share our plans. I would love to continue it on too beyond the summer, because eventually what I really like to do is create, like I would like to raise money with individuals so that we could feed families as many family memberships, annual memberships to our museums, so that and we're, you know, we want you to understand how much we want to welcome you to the circle, to the institutions, and we're going to do what we can to make sure that we do that well.
So we would like to meet this Wednesday or next Wednesday? Because Wednesdays sound like to be the best day, and around 3:30 maybe.
Great. What if could we meet like next Wednesday at 3:30, and then we do like the whatever, let's see, next Wednesday is the
20th.
like the 20th, like the third Wednesday of every month. Do you think that that could work?
It sounds like a start.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. I think Miss Irving, we'll get together and decide how the Zoom and Mr. Deegan will get together and decide how you want to do the Zoom and all that.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay, so we can get some Zoom numbers and out to the families. And we'll even mention it maybe tonight. I know we have a parent technology thing later.
Okay.
We can mention that tonight as well.
Okay.
Thanks, Ms. Powers. I appreciate it.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Whatever we can do to make sure our parents get all the information that they can get. We have an awesome SPO president that only thinks about our parents and our children. So we're going to get this together. At
Fantastic.
this time, I would like to have our assistant principal, Ms. Townsend, to come on and talk about the literacy.
Good morning.
Ms.
As
Townsend.
everybody discussed earlier, we will be having a pickup on January 29th, where in addition to our STEM supplies, we still have some actual school supplies available, and whatever else we get from our partners at that time. We also will be having the opportunity where our scholars will be able to pick up 3 books per scholar. We just got in a huge shipload of 1,800 books. Again, that provides our scholars to pick up 3 books per student. We will have our literacy kickoff on February 1st at 6 p.m. It is my goal to have some speakers, our local librarian come in and talk about how we can access books during this pandemic and in our virtual learning. Our literacy month will run concurrently with our Black History. So it is my charge to make sure that during our literacy month that our scholars will be exposed to Black literature, where our scholars are looking at books where as Black people, we are the protagonists in the book. A lot of times, the books that we read, I was just talking to a teacher yesterday, and we were talking about how, we're reading books where our children, our Black people are always enslaved, or they're angry, or, they're involved with some type of drugs. And we want our scholars to see that Black people, that we do have positive lifestyles. We do have, we live in great communities where people, band together. So I am working with one of my teachers right now where we can find literature where our scholars can see that we are, they can read where we see ourselves in a positive light. It will run from February 1st all the way up until March 2nd. March 2nd will be our, culminating activity to all of our activities. And we will have our national read-in during that time. Typically they call it the Dr. Seuss Day, but we're gonna call it our national read-in. So we are planning on having activities all week through the month of February. And you will be receiving more information during the month of February when Dr. Buddy sends home every week the parent newsletter. You'll get more information about all the activities that we will have during the month of February. Thank you.
And I have something else to talk about just really quick. I put my number in the chat. We had discussed about the Teacher Appreciation Week, and I'm really expecting some great ideas from our parents. If you can maybe shoot me some ideas, I can make like a list and kind of shoot it out to everybody. We can kind of come back together and finalize things. But the Teacher Appreciation Week is May 3rd through the 7th. And so we kind of like to have something every day different for the teachers, just to show that we appreciate all the great things they're doing for our scholars. So if you could write my number down, shoot me out some ideas, and I could create a list and give it out to all the parents to kind of take a look at, please. Thank you.
I know we have one of our other community partners that's on. I know Ms. Peters, you're in between like 2 meetings right now and running your center. Ms. Peters, do you have anything you want to share this morning?
No, thank you for allowing me to come on. It's good to see y'all. Haven't seen you in so long. I asked Dr. Buddy, I said, can I come on? I'm used to seeing people in person. Great meeting. Whatever we can do, we are here to help our students and to help our scholars and our community and our parents. So we're open. Let us know. Thank y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you. We also have our Dean of Student Engagement, Mr. Taylor. Is there anything that you would like to add to our meeting today?
No, just Happy New Year's to everyone and stay safe.
Thank you, thank you. He's probably got 2 or 3 phones going right now with people calling, so we're gonna allow him to get back to it. Um, so are there any other things that anyone would like to discuss? If I am just very pleased to have you all here. I know that it takes something to have you take out of your busy day, and we just want to let you know that we do appreciate that time that you give us each month. Um, so I just want to kind of make sure that you know our appreciation to that parent that had the issue. We will be getting with you very soon. And Dr. Buddy, if you would like to close us out or have anything else to share with us.
Also, we spoke about we've had some new families join us, and I know we've had some families that have had some challenges just navigating the different platforms. So I don't know if we spoke about Mr. Kern's how-to workshops, but we will host 2 this month. The first parent technology workshop will be this Thursday evening at 6:30. So please look for that information. It will be my Zoom call, but we'll post that shortly, and we will email that out again. But this Thursday at 6:30 will be the first of 2 how-to parent workshops, really just to help parents know how to navigate Schoology, Seesaw, ED, Zoom, etc. So please attend if you need any support. If you know any families that are having some challenges, please invite them to that parent technology workshop.
Okay,
I do have,
I have a question.
Yes.
I was listening to Mr. Shakespeare, and I'm not sure. I know I had interacted with a parent. She's not a Wade Park parent, but she is a parent of a child that goes to CMSD. And it was like I literally had to talk her off the edge. So it was like mental health, and she was thinking about suicide and being stressed out, the pandemic, the children being home, and not having no one to really reach out to and talk to. So what other advice can I give her, or where she could reach out and get the information that's needed? Because this stuff is really real. A lot of people are suffering in silence and scared to speak out because they don't want to be judged or looked at as crazy or whatever. You
For
know, that
sure.
stigma of not knowing how to handle different situations. And it just really touched me because her and I have a lot of similarities. We both don't work. We have a lot of physical health problems and stuff like that. And she is raising a couple of her grandchildren on top of her own children. And right now it's just a lot going on with a lot of people.
Okay, so first and foremost, find out what school the children go to, and they also should have a say yes person in the building. If they don't, my number is in the chat. Please text me or call me, because I can link you up, get you like a street card, and a street card basically has a bunch of resources for people. So it has mental health providers, it has hospitals, agencies that take places without it, that if you don't have insurance, things like that. So find out what school they go to and see if they have a say yes rep. If they don't, then I can get you a lot of information that you can pass on to her to help her out.
All right, thank you so much.
Oh, no problem.
Yes, I have something to say to Mr. Shakespeare. Is it possible that you can look me up some like a different pod? Because I'm not satisfied with the pod that my kids are in.
Okay. Yeah. What pod are they at currently?
They're at the Boys and Girls pod in King Kennedy.
Okay. And what the ages of your students, your children?
They're 11, 9, and 6. Brandon is really having a hard time with the staff. They're not helping with them.
Okay.
He's running around, not doing his work, and they just basically letting them do what they want to do at that pod.
Okay,
So
I have
yeah,
a meeting today and tomorrow about some of the learning pods, and I will bring that up for sure, because that's not the first time I've heard that about certain pods. So
yeah.
what I can do is, can you put your name in the chat, and your number,
Okay.
and I'll contact you outside of here, and we can talk about different places, because the pods fill up so fast, but some people don't utilize them, so it may be some spaces open, that I can try to get you in.
Yeah, it kind of has to be close to where I work.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Could I wanted to speak to Miss Black about the whole social emotional with parents. You bring up a great point that a lot of parents who are doing their children do not have, and they do not have that social support, and we see it all the time. So, Miss Irvin, can we talk offline about some things? Because what could happen is just starting a support kind of group for parents who are having those kind of problems, because people, it's an isolation time for everybody, for our children, for ourselves. And it is wonderful that you are a person, Ms. Black, that she has to talk to, but not everybody has that. So part of the other thing is being with people who are sharing the same kind of things you're sharing, so they can kind of understand it and kind of talk them through. And if there is another professional level to go to, then being able to speak of that. So I would like, if possible, Ms. Irvin and a couple, if they wanted to have another conversation about that, and Mr. Shakespeare, and then putting some things together. So when those things do arise, you have some kind of information to give people. But giving of yourself is it. Because that's a lot of times you're that trusted that trusted source and that trusted person for them to talk to. So but I think there could be some other things that we can kind of work on for that, because that is a big problem. That is a big problem. And people don't address, and we don't address it well. And as African Americans, we really don't dress that well either. And we do have some things going on. So we do need to have that conversation, especially because technology is something that I had to learn to do it. And I've been doing this for a long time. So I just imagine somebody that's kind of thrown into your lap to try to figure it out and work through it with all the other stresses and demands that are going on. So yes, if that is possible, I would like to get into that conversation off on another, another round, and then come back next month probably with some things.
Ms. Peters, I'll make sure Mr. Shakespeare has your number, and then
Okay.
we'll connect with Ms. Irvin to set something up.
Okay. All righty.
Thank you, Dr. Buddy.
And one more thing about the pods, because we do run a pod. You are absolutely right. There is a lack of pod space. And it's very small. That it's only probably 800 slots in the city of Cleveland. So pod space is of a minimum, to get. So that is a challenge to find a spot.
Any other?
That at Wade Park, we'll do everything we can to assist you with your pod placement and as well. So we appreciate that information. Thank you so much, Ms. Peters. Dr. Buddy?
So that's all we have this morning. Those of you that had some concerns with pods, thank you for dropping your information in the chat. Mr. Shakespeare will be in touch. As I mentioned, Thursday night will be our next parent workshop. So thank you so much for your time this morning, and have a great day.
Have a wonderful day. We'll see you next month.